let's talk about something that drives so many Italian learners completely nuts. I know it did for me when I started. And that is, how do you finally remember if a noun is masculine or feminine? Yes, il or la. It's that eternal question, isn't it? That little split second of panic you feel right before you say a word. It's so frustrating when you know the word, but you're totally stuck on that tiny little article. But here's what I really want you to know. If you're constantly second-guessing yourself, you are not alone. In fact, you're in very good company. This is a totally normal, almost required struggle for pretty much everyone learning Italian. So today, we're not going to just throw a bunch of grammar exceptions at you. No. Instead, we're going to focus on something way more powerful. The actual how. The mental habits that'll make choosing the right article feel like second nature. And we're going to do it with 4 simple but seriously powerful tricks. These are designed to help you really internalize Italian gender so you can speak with way more confidence. So you ready to finally conquer Italian nouns? Let's dive in. All right, let's get into trick number 1, which I call the foundation. Seriously, think of this as the bedrock for everything else. If you get this habit down, the rest is going to fall into place so much more easily. Here is the habit, plain and simple. Whenever you meet a new noun, you check its gender right then and there, immediately. No assuming based on the ending letter, and definitely no, I look it up later. This is non, because if you learn it wrong once, you're just digging a hole that gets harder and harder to climb out of later. And hey, here's a pro tip that will save you so much grief. Use a proper dictionary, not just a quick online translator. You're looking for that little label right next to the word. You'll see an M for maschile, which is masculine, or an F for femminile, feminine. So if you look up cane for dog, you'll see it marked maschile. That 1 second it takes to check builds a correct memory from day 1. Okay, now that we have our foundation solid, we can build on it with our second trick. This one is all about creating what I call the power pair. So what does this mean? It means you have to stop memorizing words in isolation. From this moment on, you don't just learn gatto for cat. No, you learn il gatto. You don't just learn casa for house, you learn la casa. You're basically welding the noun and its article together in your mind. Now, why does this work so well? It's because your brain literally starts to store il gatto as one single musical unit. You know, it's kind of like in English. You'd never say, apple. It just sounds wrong to your ear, right? That's the feeling we're going for here, where la gatto just starts to sound weird. And if you really want to supercharge this, you can take it one step further. Add an adjective that agrees with the gender. So instead of just il gatto, try memorizing il gatto bianco, the white cat. It just adds another layer of reinforcement and makes the whole phrase even stickier in the brain. All right, on to trick number 3. And if you're a visual learner, you are going to absolutely love this one. It's the color code. The whole process is super simple. First, you just assign a color to each gender. Let's just say, green for masculine and red for feminine. Second, you physically use those colors when you're taking notes or highlighting stuff. And third, you start to actively visualize the objects themselves in that color. This is a game changer for those tricky words that just don't seem to stick. So, for example, when you learn libro, which is masculine, you actually picture a bright green book. And when you learn torta, which is feminine, you imagine a delicious red cake. Why not try it right now? Just for a second. Picture a green book and a red cake. See how that image kind of burns into your mind? What you're doing here is basically hacking your own brain system. You're taking an abstract grammar rule and turning it into a solid, colorful image. And our brains are just wired to remember images way, way better than abstract concepts. Okay, it is time to bring this all home with our final, and honestly, maybe the most important trick of all, active repetition. This is where the real magic happens. The key word here is active. It's not enough to just see words on a flashcard. You have to actually use them, say them out loud, write them in your own sentences. Talk to yourself, talk to your dog, talk to your plants. They're all amazing listeners, and I promise they won't judge your pronunciation. A fantastic way to practice this is to just describe what's around you. Look around the room you're in right now. You might say, la finestra è aperta, the window is open, or il libro è qui, the book is here. Just try to describe 3 things in your room using this method. Go on. And there you have it. You are now equipped with a powerful new toolkit for tackling Italian nouns. And you're not doing it with boring memorization, you're doing it with smart habits. So let's do a super quick recap of your 4 new tools. Number 1, check the dictionary, always. Number 2, learn nouns as a power pair with their articles. 3, use color to create those unforgettable mental images. And 4, practice out loud with active repetition. Every word in Italian is music. The article, the noun, the sound, they all dance together. Isn't that a beautiful way to think about it? This isn't about forcing rigid rules on yourself. It's about learning to feel the natural rhythm of the language. But look, the real secret here, it isn't which of these tricks is the best one. It's consistency. You don't have to do all 4 at once. Just pick the one that sounds the most fun to you and commit to using it. I can tell you from personal experience, even just a few minutes of focused practice every single day makes a world of difference. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. Which one of these tricks is going to be the first to transform your Italian? Go ahead, start now. You'll be amazed at how quickly that hesitation just starts to melt away. You've totally got this.